Hello, welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna, and welcome back to Series 14 of Christy's Beautiful Life in her 30 Days of Sketches. Today's sketch is by Bev Lewis, and it has hexagons, so I use hexagon paper. And here's a little bit of I think the last time there was a hexagon on a sketch, I also used this paper. These two photos are different, and they're printed in different sizes, like the sketches. And I have covered a family member's face. I don't have permission from them to share their photo. It is my husband and my daughter, and I have Vicky Bouton, and I think it's Color Rush. And then I have other bits and bobs that I can pull in too, but most of the colors are different for her other collections. These are the brighter ones, so most of it I don't end up bringing in, but I will use this camera. I'm right off the bat, I'm thinking of how am I gonna what am I gonna do instead of those big hexagons that she has in the two corners. So I like the idea of the camera instead of the hexagon in the left upper corner. These items on the left are all from Print Shop, and they're just more of a muted tone, so I don't end up using any of them, but you will see me try to pull those in a little bit. This patterned paper is a little bit busier than normally what I would use on a background page, so I think it also gave me a little bit of troubles with this sketch. I like that it leaves you a lot of room for interpretation. I mean, it obviously has the two photos, it obviously has the two big hexagons and all the small hexagons, but after that it gives you a lot of room for interpretation. So I do at first try to pull these flowers in. I very quickly realize I don't like the way the colors go, and it's just not what I'm wanting for this layout. So I do find this cut apart card that says "You are my sunshine," and I like that, and it brings a little bit of the yellow down to the right side. It's got that pretty blue in it. So I figure that upper left is going to be the camera where the big hexagon is, and the lower right is going to be this cut apart card. And I'm just looking through my stash to make sure that there's nothing else that I can use. I have used up, I had a lot of this collection, and most of the little stickers are gone. So I'm just going to look for the coordinating stickers that you can see there. And then I'll move those to the side. And then I'll find the butterfly picture along with this all together. The clip and the notebook paper, and I think that's perfect. But for some reason that butterfly with the green doesn't do it for me. So I'll look at that again in a minute. But I decide that I like the hexagons going from, and I had them from left to right, but the heavier hexagons, the more concentrated hexagons are going in the left lower corner, and then going up lessens up onto the right corner. So I like that. I trim off, I don't know if that was supposed to be used as a shaker pocket or something like that, but I trim off the other part of the camera, and then I find looking on the bright side, and I like this, and I'm sorry for my head in the way. I like that my husband was bringing this family member to a doctor's appointment 30 minutes away, whereas very close to Eliza's university that she goes to, and so kind of an odd picture to take, but it tells a story, and so looking on the bright side was very appropriate. And so that's going to be my spot instead of the hexagon in the right lower corner. I just have to get it all kind of figured out as far as placement. And again, I'm looking through my embellishments to see what else I could be using with this. I just feel like it needs something more right now, and I haven't figured out exactly what that more is. I'd like to remind everybody to look below for the playlist for Christy's Beautiful Life in her 30 Days of Sketches. Christy does a wonderful job of getting people to do exclusive sketches just for this series. She does three series a year, and I have super fun playing along, and I love sketches. So check that out. And then also she has a Facebook group where you can, even if you don't have a YouTube channel, you can make a layout and put it into that album. So I was talking to my scrappy friend Becky, who suggested some blue paper for matting the photos, and that was perfect. I went into my stash. This is pulled out from a paper pad, and it's that blue, but it also gives a little bit of pattern to it, so I really like that. I cut them 1/4 inch bigger than the photos, and it's perfect for this. So I'm just going to mat those 2 photos, and then basically I'm going to use a couple stickers, but I've got the rest all figured out already. All right, so I've been trying to ask a question a day for these 30 days of sketches. My question for today is, who is your favorite designer, or what is your favorite collection? I do like Vicki Boutin very much. She would be at the top of my list, if not my absolute favorite. So I absolutely do love 49 Market, but I really feel like 49 Market I can use on certain pages, but I feel like I could work with Vicki Boutin's different collections on every single page in my album. I think it's because of the bright colors. So drop me a note below. Let me know who is your favorite designer or collection. So now that I have those photos backed, I will get them adhered down with my ATG, and that camera is going to overlap on the top. I do believe this was my husband's birthday that this photo was taken, and his favorite color is blue. So yay, Daryl, we've got a little bit of blue. So I'm going to stick this down, and I'm trying to get the bottom piece under, I don't know why, and the top piece over the top. Again, why couldn't it just all go over the top? I don't really know. But that's what I do. And in a moment, I'm going to figure out, and hopefully soon, yeah, I'll put this flower down to bring a little bit of pink to that side, that I really want a journaling spot, and I've just covered up the journaling spot with this the cut apart card. So I'm going to end up trimming it down a little bit, which gives me then just a little room for some journaling, and we don't need a lot of room for journaling, so it works out well. These are one of the couple of stickers that I have left from this collection, and it says love this, and there's just a little tab, I guess it is, with I believe it has a heart on it. And here's where I'm going to pull that off and trim it down. Now, I got to tell you, in the past, I would have totally had to get my trimmer out, be exact, and trim straight lines around this. Since I've gotten, and I've had this for a little while now, but this Tim Holtz serrated scissors, I love using my scissors, and I'm not afraid to cut things. So there you go. And look, okay, I put the sticker back, but it gives me a couple lines for journaling. It turned out perfect. Very happy with how that, I mean, I struggled with it, and it really needed the blue mats for the photos, but it came together then good. And so I'm going to use up all these stickers on the rest of the sticker sheet, but they're just hard, so I'm going to put 3 in this cluster here. I'll put 3 in a cluster up by the camera, and then I will take 1 and layer it underneath that little tab that I just put on the photo. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.